Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the names of Noisemakers of 2018.
Really?
Yeah, really.
I beg. What's this one even saying? What's Noisemakers? How does that have to do
But remember that thing now, back in primary school, you know when the teacher leaves the room and then you appoint somebody to take down the list of Noisemakers? So I just thought it would be a good idea just to...
Nah.
No?
Just call it top 10 artist of the year. Like what's all this?
No, I just thought it would be a good idea just to spice things up for the channel, you know, just to...
Are you for me?
Anyways, forget this guy, man. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, be sure to like, share and subscribe. Today's video, we're going to talk about the names of Noisemakers of 2018. Okay? Who does this guy even think he is?
Aren't we the same person now? You just changed your shirts. It's me, it's me and you,
Anyways, moving on. So at number 10, I have Kiss Daniel. And Kiss Daniel is an artist that, oh man, he just put out a good album recently called No Bad Songs. I have to do a review on that. But, time, man. But anyways, if I had to do a review on that quickly, I'll give the album a 7.5. I'll find time to make a video and dive into the actual content of the album. Kiss Daniel went through a lot this year when he was going through legal battles with his former record label. And now he has his own label called Fly Boys. And regardless of all that nonsense going on in the background, if anyone was in a similar situation with him, their careers would have taken a huge setback. But no, Kiss Daniel rises above all the issues surrounding his label and all the name changing, legal court issues, court papers, and bringing out great songs. And even from the beginning of the year, he had a song with DJ Spino called Baba, and that was just a smash hit for the first half of the year. Kiss Daniel is one of my favorite artists this year. And at number 9, I have Odusi the Engine. Odusi just released the debut album, which I actually reviewed, so check the channel out. And basically, he put out great content this year, man. Was a guest on a lot of projects like MI's Rendezvous, MI's Young Denzel, La Meme Gang's album, everywhere, man. He was just around and put out a great and phenomenal album, and for that, he's landing at my number 9. And number 8, I have Adekunle Gold. And some of you might be thinking that this number is kind of harsh for Adekunle Gold, but they actually had a very quiet second half of the year. But at the beginning of the year, Adekunle Gold was everywhere, coming out with a huge hit called Ire, which is from his album About 30, which again I reviewed. So check in the link in the description for that as well. And he put out a great song that was just everywhere. Ire was making waves. The primary school kids were singing it in their choir, which was like, fam. The song was everywhere and it was a very beautiful song, beautiful Yoruba rendition, and that transitioned over to his album too, and it was a very good album, and for that I have it on number 8. Number 7 was my own favorite artist of the year from last year, Simi Sola. And Simi Sola put out no album this year, but at the same time, bro, she was on every good album. From Adekunle Gold's album to Mr. Easy to Dremo, she was on pretty much blessing everyone's project here and there, and for that, like, yo, she was loud and killing it on every single song. My favorite feature from her this year was, funny enough, a song that we don't talk about, was with Maestro, and that song hit. It's such a beautiful rendition. I feel like Simi killed it in all the features she was called in. She dominated, okay? In terms of female singers, she actually dominated when it comes to features, okay? And for that, I have her at number 7. At number 6, I have a Mayor of Lagos, you know, Mayor Kun, baby. Anyways, Mayor Kun put out a very solid album, TMOL, the Mayor of Lagos, which I actually reviewed again, okay? I'm out here working, you know. Anyways, fashi that. Anyways, that album was a solid one, and I made a very controversial comparison to Wande Cole's Mushin Timoyet album. But honestly, I feel like it deserves that kind of comparison because Mayor of Lagos is filled and packed with a lot of hits, and that's what he delivers in. He's a very good gem to have in the Afro-pop scene, and he's making his ground with this very solid album all the way from the beginning of the year down to November. His music is buzzing everywhere, literally. So he's one of the noisemakers for sure, and I have him at number 6 for that. And at number 5, Am I a Bad Guy? You know, like, come on. Am I putting out 2 solid freaking projects, man? A mixtape that was just a buffet. People look at it as a buffet of music, which by the way was the very first video on this channel, and check that in the description as well. Go down to Young Denzel, which was a very good self-worth evaluation kind of project where he talks about mental health, talks about the evaluation of oneself. It's close to like his 444, do you know what I mean? From the OG level and talking and speaking knowledge to not just rappers but to like pretty much everyone. And I feel like his effort, not just in Rendezvous and Young Gazelle, but the fact that he executively produced solid albums, solid rap albums, okay, and restoring that rap culture again in the mainstream level by introducing Loose Cannon and AQ on their project called Crown and Black Bones as well. Overseeing those two albums and having that Kanye kind of rollout and just putting out wonderful hip-hop records for this year. We owe all of that to M.I. Abaga, and for that I have him at number 5 for Noisemaker of the Year. Okay? And at number 4, Tenny Makanaki. Yo, Tenny is everywhere, fam. Like, come on. From having the huge success called Askamaya, that song, to this day, that song still slaps, okay? It was a very major hit, and she didn't stop there, fam. She gave us Weight, she gave us Case. Which Case now is just disturbing everyone's head right now. For your case, yo, le, 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 le. Not only all of that, she's a social media sweetheart, okay? Like, this girl is a national treasure. We should protect her by all costs, okay? Like, she's just oozing talent. I'm excited for her career. She's by all means, okay? A lot of people can debate this, but everyone knows Tenny is an X-rated artist. Everyone can agree, right? Even you can agree, right?
And Tenny Makanaki.
Best new act, okay? Everyone that came out this year, I'm sorry you're gonna have to chill. I'm very sorry to break it to every artist that coming out this year. The best new act, the next rated, we all know is Tenny, okay? So yeah, shout out to Dr. Dullo. Man, you signed a good one, man. Fam. At number 3, I have Davido. Yes, Davido was the artist of the year last year. It was phenomenal what he did for his career with Fall, If, all of that, Fire. Those songs are still doing huge numbers, but he didn't rest, man. With his DMW clique, he gave us hits after hits. He gave us good songs, okay, for supporting his entire team. Like, he was not joking, man. With Assurance, that song slaps. With the whole thing of getting every guy shook, man, coming and getting your babe. I forgot what car he got. I got like a Porsche or something. That whole video, that whole rollout was just brilliant. Made a lot of buzz. Not only that, he put out a great song recently called Wonder Woman, and that kind of reminded me of Drake's Nice for What. It was a good song to win the hearts of every woman out there, and he's just trying to grab onto that likability that he has, and he's a very likable act, you know. He's just grabbing onto that to end the year, which was a smart move for him. Not only bringing out the songs and supporting his team, he had a very, very good tour, shutting down Europe, in the US as well, just going to all these obscene corners of Africa like Gambia. He's like everywhere, fam, and he's loved by literally millions, and it was just a good year for him to do all of that. And by all means, Davido deserves to be number 3 on my list of noisemakers. And now at number 2, I'm sure you guys are thinking now, I've not mentioned Burna Boy, I've not mentioned Wizkid. Where do these two lie now, right now? And this might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna give number 2 to Burna Boy and number 1 to Wizkid. I understand Burna Boy was everywhere this year. Yeah, is a massive tune and to many people the song of the year. But let's not ignore what Wizkid did, okay? We tend to do this thing where we notice so much greatness in somebody that we just ignore it when they keep being great. We do that to Messi, we do that to LeBron James. We understand when we just ignore someone's excellence just by the mere fact that they are consistent with the excellence, right? We know that. You can agree, right? With that being said, Burna Boy had his most improved year by all means. Having a phenomenal album, which is up there for the album of the year, was good on his side. I need to discuss as to how something changed for that album. Kanye West happened, okay? Kanye West released an album titled Ye. You see where I'm going with this, right? He got so lucky, phenomenally lucky, that he even bragged about the fact that Kanye's new album called Ye helped him a lot. Brought a lot of attention to his hit song, Ye. Ye wasn't looking like the song he was expecting to pop, okay? He wasn't expecting Ye to pop as much. He put more of his bank on Heaven's Gate, and I would too because that's a solid track, and he had a very international big name on that, Lily Allen, like Ye, and Ye becomes this huge, phenomenal international hit that takes over, and every show he's had, people are screaming out to the top of their lungs. Even an internet meme came out of this song. Like, that's how huge this song was. Like, yo, and by all means, I'm not trying to discredit his effort for that song, but we can't just ignore the impact that Kanye had on that song. He took that momentum, that ginger, that flair to create other bangers, okay? Like he had Bono, that was just a huge Afrobeat bedu. Like that was such a good feel-good song. He followed up with On The Low as well, and like this man is not done. Like I think he still has another song to release, but he kept on dominating, okay? Burna Boy was fire this year, and he was by far the best year of his career, but you can say it's significantly his most improved year. And I'm not trying to take any credit from that man because I'm a huge fan of Burna Boy, okay? But let's talk about Wizkid now, the #1 artist, in my opinion. Wizkid, where can we start? Like, literally, where can we start? It's Wizkid we're talking about. Soccer, okay? I mean, song of the year. Hold on, I know you say yeah, but hold on. Soccer was the most, by all means, still to this day, the most popular song from a Nigerian artist. And for at least on this YouTube platform, on Google search itself, really the most simplistic melody. He killed it. He had his old team there on that song. Pretty much everyone forgot about them after that song, which is not nice, but that's a huge contrast to Davido because his guys were buzzing throughout the year. But anyways, Wizkid, not just the success of Soccer, which was one of the biggest songs out this year. Like Wizkid was buzzing, okay? He went on to take the song to Dolce & Gabbana and even walked for Dolce & Gabbana. Like fam, on an international level, man, he's out of this world. Like he's not on that same level, fam. He's not playing with you guys anymore. Like Wizkid is out of here. He's been out of here since 2016. Like, anyways, he didn't stop at Soccer. He didn't just have one hit and just left. No, he gave us Fake Love. He gave us Nowo. He gave us Kana. Come on, he gave us Master Go. He gave us Fever. Fever with Tiwa Savage in the video. Like yo, like come on. Let's be frank. We are friends now. I mean, I understand Burna Boy did his thing, but yo, it's Wizkid this year. Not only that, fam, his international collaborations with big name artists like Metro Boomin, solid guest on that album, having 2 solid tracks on that. Like yo, come on man, Wizkid. Like, let's talk about his sold out record-breaking show in the O2 in the UK. Come on. 20,000 seats. 20,000 seats, man. This man shut down. Sold out. Record breaking. Come on. And we understand he's great, but let's not take the consistency and the greatness for granted, man. We can't just overlook it. Let's draw the line. I understand Burna Boy is a huge favorite for many, and people are just gonna gravitate and say, oh, Burna Boy, artist of the year, Burna Boy, artist of the year. I get that. I understand. I want Burna Boy to be the artist of the year too. But we can't ignore Wizkid. He's right there. He's right there in our faces, just doing his own thing and dominating quietly. Like, anyways.
I hope with this few points of mine that I was able to convince you and not confuse you that Wizkid is the artist of the year. Anyways, back to you in the studio.
On that note, thanks for watching, guys.
After all this nonsense between me and you now, was it worth it?
Of course, I feel like this skit was still necessary. I mean, you guys are gonna subscribe, right? Yeah, they just said they'll subscribe, fam. Relax. Alright? Damn, piss off. Sorry, Oga. I'll mind my own business. Yeah. Anyways, have a wonderful Christmas, guys. And a happy new year in advance. Anyways, I'm out. Peace. Thanks for watching.
When the bed do they enter body, all the girl them go shake their body.